Is that better? Sorry about that, guys. What's everybody up to? I hope your I hope your weeks were good. Um, yeah, I Stevie, I forgot to hit the what do you call it on my headset. All right, I'm going to do a quick rundown, and I'm going to quickly, as you can see, I'm Han Solo, and I'm doing that for a couple of minutes, and then the guys will come in. So let me do a rundown, and we'll see who's Ben, see who's Ronnie Brown was first tonight. Ronnie, good seeing you. Thanks for coming in. P2E, aka Prepping to Endure. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Stevie B. Stevie B, you didn't answer me when I said you need a headset. So if you have one, or you don't really need a headset, right? You can do what Steve does and use the microphone from your laptop or your computer or what have you. But let me know, Stevie. Michelle, just playing. Hello. Chawaya. Stumper is here tonight. Mr. Stalker Steve obviously is here also. Stumper. Sandy's Passions. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Hope things are well. Vborg 001. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. And 10.4 not live and see a good deal. Mike, thanks. Right on, Ronnie. G-Trapper, hello. Great to see you. All right. Why am I still hearing my voice? Oh, because it's not totally muted. Okay, let me shut this fan off. Shut off my heater. Okay. Where to start? All right. So I'll just start it this way. Everybody who's been around my chat, been around Jamie Time's chat, been around Stevie's chat, you guys all know what happened. I tried to get a hold of, and I did eventually. Tried to get a hold of the girls, and I did, thankfully. The other night when, Dish said that, that I apologized. She wasn't kidding. I did. But to me, apologizing on text, I think it's more personal this way. So to Michelle and Dish, I do apologize. There's reasons for everything, but I apologize. We have a it's no secret that me and the girls and a bunch of other people in these chats, we've all known each other for a while. We all have a history together. we get close, and sometimes that closeness, you know, I mean, I remember one night, Michelle will tell you this, she's still here, she'll tell you, not one of my prouder moments either. I jokingly, one night on her own chat, called Michelle the B word. And I didn't know that because, like up here, you can, anyways, that's neither here nor there. I guess sometimes we get too comfortable. And that's what I think I did. I got, anyway, just want to apologize. These two ladies, um, you guys all know about when I lost my son and all that. And I'm gonna tell you a story. I don't worry, Michelle. I won't tell them anything that was said. All right. So I was having a tough night one night, and I had a chat. And after the chat, the girls and I spoke, and they helped me out a lot. Shit like that goes a long way with me. So from this moment on, there isn't going to be any more talk about it. There's going to be more chatter about it. It is going to be allowed in my chat room. Nothing. We're all going to move on. And we're going to go from there. And that's how we're going to do it. Okay? Those are the rules. So, Stevie and Stump, you guys have invites. Actually, tonight, yeah, I think, let me do it again because I don't think I invited either one of you. So let me do it again. Okay, you guys, they're posted again. Yeah, so guys and girls, Michelle and Dish, I hope someday, and I think by Michelle being here shows that we're gonna TR Prepper. TR, if you're not busy, bro, you always have a what do you call it, an open mic with me. Hello, Shalisa Shell. So, all right, you guys. That's a deal, right? So everybody knows it ain't gonna be tolerated. Crypto Bergdog. How have you been? I have been messaging you on Twitter and everything else. I hope things are well. I'm being texted during my thing, so I don't know who's texting me, but we're gonna find out. Boys, your things are here, so I probably should have read that earlier. Live text, what's happening? Gentlemen, you coming in tonight or not? Turkish. Gonna start up a chat about Turkish porn. All right, thank you.
What is up? Happy Friday.
What's up, brother? Tell him to think quickly, will you? He's thinking. What's he thinking about? Gear Grind 19. How the hell are you? The official Gear Grind is the official
historian.
Quagmire historian. Michelle, you got that right, sweetie. Big time. The latter of that part that he needs to take it. Shall I swear to God, I'm going to try to trick him and say, let me see your phone. I'm going to, do it. It's horrid. It's horrid, Michelle. It's horrid. I even pronounced ours. Don't I sound like an idiot when I pronounce ours? It's horrid. Nah. PayPal for Mike, right? Tia, how the hell you been? Great to see you. Knife Text. Awesome to see you. Bird Dog. Hope things have been well. Knife Text says you got a text from Dan Quayle saying that 7-Eleven is going to start carrying Reebok factory seconds. Fucking Knife Text. Stevie, what the hell's happening?
It's Friday, baby. Saved me a bunch of money today. Got a little bit more money in my paycheck thanks to the tax break, I think.
I mean, but seriously, what do we get? Like $12 more, for Christ's sake.
All I know is that it bumped me up from 1,500 something to 1,600, and it looks better in my bank account.
I know, right? Oh, will you? All right, Tia. Have you met Steve? You met Tia, right?
I'm always stalking his chat. Hell
yeah,
yeah!
But have you been on a chat with him? Have you been on my chat with him?
I don't think so.
Oh well, you're about to be.
Woo! It'd be awesome.
You're about to be.
I love that guy's little driving in his truck rant videos. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It's sent to you. Guns Girl. What's going on? Good to see you, Guns Girl. So I got a question. Where did I put it? Shit. Where'd it go? Because Tia's here and you're going to be here and you guys can answer this question, and Stump's out there and hasn't in here yet, but Stump's out there, and let me lock on myself. Actually, I don't have to lock myself. I'll just talk. How's that sound?
Ruger.
All right. Thanks, pal. But I have to go into the internal so I can see where it's I'll make sure that it's coming out properly and my little tiny girly fingers don't get in the way. All right. So my brother-in-law gave me what do you call it? It's for my muzzleloader.
Buffalo bullets.
Ammo. Hollow points. Question. A, do I need a sleeve? Or jacket. Jacket sleeve, however you want to call it. I'm not here to argue about what you call it. All right.
If that is the same caliber as your muzzle loader, then no, you do not.
Guys, hang on a second. Steve, take the controls for a sec, Steve.
Okay, here we go. Straight to porn. Am I right or am I wrong? Take over. What am I supposed to do? Is Mikey having a knife giveaway tonight?
I'm sorry, did you just say something about Mikey having a knife giveaway?
Every time you mute yourself, you give shit away. Oh, that's a bummer, Stump.
Yes, you can. For the muscles, man, I thought you was feeling a 3-ringer in your fingers. I have a 3-ringer. gear. You don't have to ask that twice.
Right? I'll leave. Okay. Mike, if that's the same caliber as your muzzle loader, you do not need any kind of anything with that bullet.
Okay. Ti, how you making out?
He said it came through his phone, but not my PC. Try again, please.
Did it go? All right, hang on, TR. I'm gonna put it in the. I'm gonna put it in your. Give me 1 second.
And see, there's another reason why not to get a freaking smartphone, baby. I don't get links in this thing and get all confused.
Let me tell you something. Get rid of that flip phone.
Nope. Not till she dies. He said inbox will work.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do, Tia. I'm doing that right now. I'm sending yours and sending a young lady's all at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but you know what I'm saying, brother. Bobby. Paste. Where'd paste go, Steve? There it is. So, Stevie, how was your week? How was work?
My week was awesome. A little stressful today. I had to take a hand-carved wood panel out of an antique freaking house.
Really?
Kind of slash. They take people on tours around it and stuff.
Yep.
So that was a little stressful, but it all worked out just fine.
Cool.
I saved a bunch of money on my car insurance today.
Oh, you went to Geico.
No, I actually went with Allstate and saved money on my new house insurance.
That was my grandfather's favorite, Allstate. Okay. To the young lady that asked, yours is in.
I know exactly what I'm missing. That's why I don't want a damn smartphone.
All right, TR. Bang. TR, it's in your messages. It might be in your spam. Okay.
Spam the one.
Same thing for you, bird of the dog.
Wow, what a treat.
Very much so. I haven't seen either one of them in forever and a week. Well, I mean, I see TR on his chat, so must understand me, but I haven't conversed. Is that a word?
Yep.
Yeah, Mikey's using the word converse. TR Prepper, welcome back to the Quagmire.
What's up, brother?
Conversed. How you been?
Doing good. I can't complain.
Pleasure to sit next to you, buddy.
Oh, hell. Let me out go melt my rookie ass. Let me turn my volume off.
That's what you got to turn yours off. I had to turn mine on.
All right, let me get all set up here. Yeah, been a while since I've been on here. I seemed like I joined here a few months ago.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just you do 2-3 chats in a week, it just kind of starts. I need a break.
Right?
Absolutely. I can't even do them anymore. I watch yours on Sundays and everything. But during the week, I'm up early, and it's just too late for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some odd days, but they seem to be working, so I'm just still running with it.
Cool.
Plenty of watchers all the time and plenty of views.
Yeah.
Must be
Well,
doing
I've
something.
tried to. I thought about doing away with one of them, maybe the Sunday night, but when I threaten to do that, everybody complains, so I just keep doing it. I won't say complains. They just like, no, don't stop, don't stop. So it's like, okay, I'll keep it going, as long as I can.
Steve,
both.
You put Hey Greg on the wrong spot.
Oh, SOB. Speaking of rookies.
So you're telling me as long as this is 50 cal, I can shoot it through my muzzleloader without a jacket on it?
That's right. Throw it down the hole and give her a swat, and you should be good to go.
They call those maxi balls, don't they?
Yeah. Well, back in the old days.
One of my brother-in-laws, I don't know, his neighbor or somebody, whatever, said, "Here, take all this." I got him on my shelf over there. He's got reloads for a shotgun and everything. And so my brother-in-law's like, "Hey, put this through your gun." I'm like, "Oh, okay, give it to me."
Sweet.
So I put the bird shot through it, and it was really pretty. I had no issues with it. I just didn't use because some people told me I needed a jacket sleeve. I call it a jacket. Some people said I didn't. So I just wanted to make sure before I.
Nope. The only time you need a sabot if you start shooting smaller caliber out of it, like a 45 or a 40 or whatever.
Right. Now, can you do that in a 50 cal? I thought you were only supposed to shoot 50 cal out of a 50 cal.
No, if you use a sabot, you can shoot smaller rounds.
Learn something every day.
Yep. You'll get your speed up and it'll shoot flatter, but you'll have a little less thump at the end of the travels.
But they're surprisingly accurate.
Right.
You know what I found out about my muzzleloader TR? It's right on. But I'm gonna tell you, after the 5th shot without cleaning it, nope.
I love the neck squeak when you did that.
Yeah, I heard that in my ear too. I'm like, what the hell is that?
It sounded like your neck was all screwed up.
Well, I did it on purpose. I wanted to see, and but it was on the 5th shot. I was probably a good 4.5, 5 inches away from the 4th shot. I'm like, okay, I can go 4 shots, and I got to clean it. And I'm right there. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, back several years ago, me and my buddy, he has a muzzleloader, and we were experimenting with different loads, and that's when we brought out the sabots and using 45s and the 50 cal and just playing around. And yeah, 2 or 3 shots, you better clean that thing because your group just went to crap. I mean, you can shoot a couple of shots, no problem. 3, you're starting to push it, but after 3, you better swab it.
Yeah. Well, plus you end up breaking your ramrod.
Right. I already done that. It's too. I broke it, and so now I'm trying to find something. I went to what do you call it, just to get the the end of it, the starter, and no dice. They didn't have any.
Well, they make aftermarket ones for just about every gun.
I'll let TR read that one. Did you see that one, TR?
Yeah, I see it.
Bird Dog, I hope you got it. It's in your it should be I copied and pasted it the same way I just did TR's. Because for whatever reason I don't have you on Google Hangouts like before. I think it might go to your other one, but I didn't want that to happen, right?
Well, the Google link quit working almost totally for me for a while, and now it's starting to work again, but it's still not 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad I can start inviting people back the way the old way, because it screwed me up when they couldn't. I was using Facebook, I was using every other venue I could,
Took an hour and a half to send out links.
Oh, yeah. It was horrible. Almost as bad as the weather down up here. It's horrible. It's been 50 degrees the last 2 days. Then we're going to get 6 inches of snow tomorrow into Sunday. And then it's going to be 60 on Monday and Tuesday. It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Steven, you know what I meant to ask you?
What?
Yeah, you. When you reload, because actually, oh, this is awesome. I got both the two guys that do it. This is great. Okay, I get the basics of the reloads, okay? But where, okay, because I think Steve, was that on Steve or TR was it your chat that you, anyways, one of you told me, because I got all excited that I could reload I could reload from my shotgun. But who the hell was telling me that I had to be careful not to do something? I couldn't understand why. What the hell was it? Oh no, because when I asked them if I could, I'm sorry, it wasn't with the shotgun, it was another one, and they said the grains because he said you can blow yourself up. How is that even possible if it's only?
What are you talking about on like pistols and rifles?
On a rifle, yeah, because I don't have a pistol, so.
Well, definitely don't use pistol powder in a rifle round.
Never.
That could cause a explosion, no doubt.
Yeah, that'd be extremely high pressure because it burns faster.
But was it the grain or something I was told that I had to have exactly?
Well, it's just a matter if you use pistol powder with pistols and rifle powder with rifles. You can't mix those up.
Okay.
What it is, there's a range of burn rates, and it starts out really fast and it ends up being really slow. And the smaller the cartridge, the faster to burn. The bigger the cartridge, the slower to burn. Like if you use 30-06 powder, well, what you would use in 30-06 and a 45 ACP, it might not even get the bullet out of the barrel. But if you reversed it and put 45 ACP powder in a 30-06, you're probably going to blow yourself up.
Blow your hand up.
But yeah, the powder has to be measured precisely. Otherwise, you'll get one bullet that hits the top of the target, one bullet that hits the bottom of the target. So you have to be consistent.
I'm sorry. But when you, so all right, because I don't have, all right, so let me say this. I don't have any reload equipment, okay? This guy at work does. And so we're going to hook up. He's going to do a bunch of, he's going to show me, from the basic on up. But because I do probably hopefully, I should say not probably, hopefully within a month, I either wanted to purchase my HMR or another, probably a higher caliber rifle, and I wanted to reload. Some of the prices of the ammo up here just
yeah, especially on the bigger rifles. Yeah. HMR, you won't be able to reload. Well, technically you can, but it's not worth your while.
Yeah, that thing's so.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, it's a 22.
Yeah, pretty much. But
it's not that complicated. It's very easy to do. When I first started, I didn't even have a scale. I had to lead little powder dippers, and I didn't blow myself up. I mean, it can be dangerous. It can, you got to pay attention to what you're doing. It's more so just making sure you're using the right loads, the right powder, the right amounts and stuff like that. But especially a high powered rifle, you know, compared to buying it $1 a round, you could load it for 30 cents a round or whatever. You know, I mean, it'll take a little while to catch up and make it cost effective, but especially if you're doing a lot of target practicing or any target practicing, you can make it cost effective really, really quick. You can buy a Lee Challenger kit or Lee kit for $120, buy a pound of powder, some bullets, primers, 150, $180, you're reloading ammo, you know.
And you're getting, because like you guys know, I had that Mauser that my brother and I inherited from my grandfather, and that ammo, holy shit! I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, especially your big caliber, and that's where a single stage really shines for is reloading rifles, because you're not loading in mass quantities anyway. You might only want 20 or 50 rounds at a time, and you know you can knock that out pretty quick. You know, even going through the trimming, and there's a lot more to bottleneck cartridges like 8mm Mauser or 30-06 or something like that. There's a few more steps, but the quantity that you're loading is still worthwhile if you have the time to do it. Just don't think about your time involved. Just figure that as free labor.
Right.
You know, so you can't put a price tag on that. If you put a price tag on that, then you just throw the whole equation out of the, you know. But if you know, that's the reason I got into reloading, because I figured my time was basically free and I could shoot more ammo for the same amount of dollar. That's why I got into reloading. I got X amount of budget. I can shoot more rounds if I load them myself, and I'm not even going to count my time in it.
Right.
Instead of sitting in front of the boob tube watching some series or whatever, okay, I'm going to load 20 rounds, 50 rounds, whatever. You know, so that's the way I looked at it, and that's the way I still look at it. Now, I have progressed into speeding up that process and invested more money in it, but the bottom line is I don't count my time in it. I just count what it costs me to make a round of ammunition, just the basic cost. And I have never regretted reloading one bit.
I agree, 100%. Actually, I did all the ciphering. It took about 2 days to add everything up. After I bought my Dillon 550 and all the crap that went with it, powder measure and all that stuff, brass, bullets, powder, I loaded 1,000 rounds. Oof. And broke even.
Oof.
Well, out of an AR, 1,000 rounds ain't shit.
But here's the thing, right? Am I right on this by saying this? All right, so you loaded 1,000 rounds. Let's say you went to the range and said, you know what? I'm going to let go 400 rounds today. Okay? If you did that, if you went to wherever and bought boxes of 405, well, 500, right? Because they come in a big box of 500, right? Well, some ammo does. Okay, so you buy a big box of 500, right? You already saved your money, because that's going to cost you more money, correct? Than what you made the 1,000 for.
I think right now, as cheap as ammo is, I think I'm breaking about even. But I get custom-made bullets for my rifle, so it makes the accuracy and the consistency better than what you get out of most factory rounds.
G Travis says bullets are $15 a box of 50. $15 a box.
Depends on what you're buying.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, if you don't shoot a lot, it just becomes a great hobby. But if you shoot a shit ton, it actually becomes a money saver. Well, technically, they say no because you actually shoot more, but it would, you know.
Well, yeah, if you're just your average hunter that shoots less than 20 rounds a year in your rifle, you're not going to save any money by reload. I won't go ahead and do that. If you want to go out and shoot several times a year, whether it's your hunting rifle, your pistol, or whatever, you can save money. But your average, I know, even like one buddy of mine that does deer hunt, but he's gotten into, he's got an AR-15, he's got 45s, 9mm, blah, blah, blah. And he got into it for that. But even the AR-15, I don't even waste my time reloading the AR-15 anymore right now. Now I have all the components and dies, and I'm set up to load thousands of rounds if I need to, in case there's a gun scare or an ammo scare. But right now, I don't. But some people don't like to shoot steel ammo in their AR-15s. I don't give a damn. I'll shoot steel ammo in a heartbeat. It don't bother me one bit. So AR-15, AK-47, I don't reload that crap. I just buy it and I shoot the hell out of it. But my Mausers, as far as rifle, stuff like that, yeah, I'll reload that.
That ain't no Mauser. That ammo's got to be pretty expensive.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And boy, I'll tell you what.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's, what did my brother say it was, a 30, what? 1930. Anyway, neither here nor there. That son of a bitch kicks me worse than the 30-06 I was shooting this past friggin' hunting season.
Well, Mike,
last hunting season.
Another good thing about reloading your own, if you just want to go out messing around, you can load them with less power. As long as you stay by the book, you can load them at the bottom end, and that thing would shoot soft as a kitten.
I was just like, oh. I said to my kid brother, I go, I don't remember this hurting when I was a kid. He's, well, you're getting old, number one. And you know what? For whatever silly reason, I still have a bad habit of leaving a little space off my shoulder. It doesn't matter if it's the pellet gun. It doesn't matter if it's the shotgun. It doesn't matter if it's my muzzle loader. It doesn't matter what gun it is going on my shoulder. For whatever stupid reason, I don't tuck that son of a bitch in there far enough. And every time I let a round go, I feel it. And you would think after the first round, I would go, hey, dummy, make sure it's in there tight and snug. No. So I don't know whether when I'm bringing it back in, right before I go to shoot, I let it out. Just that little much, just that little bit. But I don't know.
Yeah, high-powered rifle, you want that thing snug up against your shoulder.
Fuck, 30-06 hurt, and so did the Mauser. I was like, son of a bitch.
And also, you'll find if you shoot them standing up, they kick a lot less because your body absorbs it better.
Yeah, that's the only way I've ever shot. I've never shot prone. I shot from my knee once, but I've never, you know what I mean?
Right.
But reloading it depends on the caliber you're shooting. When I say caliber, I mean, is it a 9mm? Is it a 30-06? Whatever. And then even with that, how many rounds a year are you shooting? And you have to factor all that in. And reloading is like a whole nother hobby that's akin to guns. I mean,
right.
A lot of people kind of like view reloading, because, I cast my own bullets and all that stuff too. It's like something I can do on a rainy day that's related to guns, and I'm such a gun nut, I still enjoy it.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, there's different ways of looking at it and all that. I mean, sometimes reloading is a little bit of a hassle. It is a little bit of a job, but I still enjoy it to a certain extent. It's all I got to do is it's just a matter of getting my butt up, sit in front of the bench, and then once I get started, I love it. It's like any other little. It's a chore till you start doing it, but if you enjoy doing it, I don't know how to explain it. It'll all start falling in place, and it's like, okay, let me crank out some more. Let me do some more. You know, you start seeing that bin fill up with ammo, and it's like, okay, you know, the little stars start flying, and you know, oh yeah, this is cool. Yeah, let me do some more. Let me do some more.
Once you get set up and start cranking that handle, usually, at least with me, I go into this like Zen kind of focus thing. It's weird. Next thing you know, 3 hours went by and I got a big old bucket of bullets.
Yep.
And you
Go ahead, buddy.
And with that Dillon, it's got a certain rhythm and a noise to it that only a Dillon has. It's bizarre. And I noticed that when I watched one of my videos back where I was reloading 40 or whatever. And somebody else pointed it out. And I said, you know what? You're right.
Yes, it's as much feel and listen in those sounds it makes. You, like you say, you get a rhythm going.
Yep.
You're listening to those sounds and you're feeling the pressure points and all that. And you know when something ain't right. It's like, ooh, wait a minute, something ain't right. And you'll stop. And I got the 380 round in the damn 9mm die, whatever it is. You know.
Yep.
Hit a birthday aim primer or something like in a case or something, you know. I mean, you'll get that. You're listening, you're feeling, and you get a rhythm going, and you just start cranking them out. And then when you get in that rhythm, and you start cranking them out. It's not odd to just keep going till you run out of some component.
Right.
Yeah, I'm out of primers or whatever it is, you know.
Right. Stump says TI, the Tula and other steel case runs good in our ARs, but it sucks for holding groups.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be as accurate. No, it's not.
It'd hit a hunk of steel, though.
Yeah, exactly. You know. And it'll hit a piece of steel and bounce back and go through your fucking arm, too.
Dude, that was crazy.
When you were talking about the 380, the kid at work was telling me today his girlfriend has a Smith & Wesson 380 in 9, I guess. Apparently there was an issue with it jammed on her a couple of times, or 3 or 4 times, whatever it was. He didn't know the specific area of which they found. What happened was she wound up having to send the gun back to Smith & Wesson, and there was a burr, some kind of burr that was, yeah, and it was screwing up the round, and it wouldn't let it feed.
Huh.
So she wound up sending it back to Smith & Wesson, and I guess Smith & Wesson sent her a brand new gun, a letter of an apology, and $100 gift certificate. I'm like, get the
nice.
And he texts us good because I call him out, right, because he's always teasing me about, you know, this and that and the other. So I said, get the fuck out of it. And he's like, Mikey, I'm serious. I'm like, no way. He texts his girlfriend and he says, hey, take a photo and send it to me. And sure enough, shit, here's the letter. I'm wicked sorry, blah, 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 blah. We regret that, da, 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 da. Oh, yeah. Smith & Wesson sent her a brand new gun. 380. And she loves it. She absolutely loves that gun. But I just thought I'd never heard of him just replacing a gun. I just thought you just go to get it fixed. Writes a note for the I missed it. What did he write? Giga writes a note for the Quagmire history books. On this day, February 16th, 2018, T.I. Prepper made an appearance. Special note, 5 days before the Hangout's anniversary birthday. Here he is. The kid knows everything. I'm telling you. Mr. Luke, how the hell are you? How's your day going? How's your week? How was your week been? G Trapper shoots a Weatherby 22-20. Spit that out for me.
22,250.
22-250.
Yeah, that had to be a pleasure.
Yeah, it wouldn't come out my mouth. Sorry.
That's another one you want to reload for sure.
Right.
Well, even a 45 long Colt, which I've gotten to shoot a good bit here lately, and Walmart, the cheapest ammo I can find, it's $1 a round for a pistol round. You got to reload that if you're going to shoot that. Oh,
and by the way, TR, that freaking rifle, I've never got to say this to your face. That fucking rifle is awesome.
Which one?
Crap.
Oh, you ain't seen it, Mikey?
No.
You want some gun porn?
Right, hang on, I'm trying to send Luke a I don't know why there he is. Okay.
I did. I got a lever.
Let me click on you.
I ain't got it right now. Let me run and get it. Okay.
You run and get it, and then I'll click on you. Steve, okay. You got the controls because I got to close this door so I can smoke.
Holy smokes. Hey, Groovy, how you doing, buddy? You guys wait till you see this gun if you haven't seen it yet. I might start saving my pennies because it is a beaut.
All right, I'm back. Maybe not. Stevie, am I here?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Thank you, Stevie. All by himself on a chat. That's like chat voodoo. Oh, no way. What did I do with them? They're upstairs.
Popped in, and Guns Girl just got back. She said she lost power.
All right. I got to screw one more time. They're upstairs. Sorry. Tell a story.
You need one of those smokeless ashtrays. Hear the crickets?
All right, I'm back. We'll wait till Mikey gets back, though.
Yeah, you better. He might cry.
Yeah. It is a beautiful rifle.
Now, is the 45 long Colt historically correct for that rifle?
Yes, when they first made it, I did a little bit of history on it, research. There was a collaboration. I mean, it's kind of a mixed up story. Winchester come out with a Yellow Boy and 44 Henry. I forget the timeline. Anyway, and they was making those, and they kept doing improvements. And of course, they got John Browning involved. They came up with an 1873 with a Winchester. I forget the other guy's name. The two that started that company, Winchester Repeating Firearms. But yeah, 45 Long Colt was one of the first cartridges in the 1873. 44 Henry, I think, was the first.
Right.
And he come up with a 4440, and then the 45 Long Colt came about with a Peacemaker, so they adapted and made the. So it definitely was one of the first cartridges for it.
Cool. Because I was thinking about 44 Magnum, then I was like, no, that's just not right.
No, 44 Magnum was like in the 50s, maybe.
Sorry, gentlemen.
No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. All right, Tia, let me bang, it's all you, kid.
All right, here you go, Mikey. I think you'll appreciate this. This is a brand new gun. It's Winchester. It's made in Japan because they're specialty rifles. They make them in Japan now. 1873 lever action, 45 long Colt, octagon barrel. The bluing, I know it don't come out, is gorgeous.
Look at that.
Color case hardened. Walnut stock and forearm. Look at that gorgeous color case hardened.
That is beautiful.
Told you.
Okay, everybody. Mikey's not having a knife giveaway. He's having a gun giveaway.
You're giving this one away. My bank account was hurting bad after I bought that.
I was going to say, that must have kicked you in the teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Tee out. That is freaking beautiful.
Well, I'll tell the story. I started out, I've been wanting a lever action 45 long Colt for several years now, you know, because I play around with little single action pistols. And I finally, the stars were aligned and all that. And I was okay, I'm going to get a 45 long Colt lever action. So I started looking at Rossies and Henrys and stuff like that. And they were $500, $600, $700, $800 range. And then I started looking at Winchesters, and they was in the $800, $900 range. And I found that one from Bud's Gun Shop. That was the cheapest I could find it, because I was looking at Uberti and Cimarron, all these different brands. And I mean, even that one, it was $200 or $300 more at other places, but I found it at Bud's Gun Shop. But I paid over $1,100 for that rifle.
Right. But you know what, TR, that extra couple $100 that you spent on that, if shit ever got bad, you would get that back in resale value, because it's
they're on Gunbroker right now for $1,300-$1,400. The same freaking rifle. That's what I was saying. I bought it brand new from Bud's Gun Shop, cheaper than I could find it on Gunbroker or other places.
Right.
It was $10.88 plus, you know, shipping, FFL fees, and all that stuff. So it was 11 something, you know. And yes, a lot of money, but at the same time, 2 ARs you could have that.
Yep.
Or less.
And you ain't getting any younger.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, you know, how many nice rifles do you get in a lifetime?
Exactly.
I would trade 2 ARs for that any day of the week.
You know what version of that lever action I want? Well, other than that one, is Henry puts out the 22 lever action.
Yeah.
I'm in Walmart in New Hampshire last week. I thought they were running 6.5, 6.25. They got the freaking thing at $730 something.
I think your prices get jacked up there.
Well, there's no state tax, so probably.
Well, that and, you know, the whole liberal BS bullshit.
No, this is New Hampshire. You can't get any more conservative than the state of New Hampshire.
Got it.
You're talking about a place where if you don't post your land, no hunting, you find people on your land shooting and oh yeah. New Hampshire is the golden boy. Thank you, Groove. Groovy outside. How the hell you been? Good to see you. Frankie. How are you? DSW came in. How are you? Great to see you, Guns Girl. How are you? And you just made me laugh when you TI, when you were showing your rifle, Guns Girl said, "Oh, I got female wood." I just thought that was fucking hilarious.
Apparently Stump did too. He's over there hurting himself laughing.
Yeah, well, I thought it was a worthwhile investment. Like I said, it's not like I make oogles of money and all that, but I didn't buy many guns last year and just found myself in a spot where I could afford to buy something I really wanted. And it was like, it was like, okay, I'm going to spend this much money. And it was like another $100. I could get this model, another $100, you know, and when it ended up, and it was like, well, if I'm going to do it, don't spend $800 on something I'm going to be happy with when I can spend $1,100 on something I will be ecstatic with.
Right.
And that's kind of how it went.
Merry Christmas to me.
Exactly.
Woohoo!
Luke.
It's not like you're taking a steak off your kid's plate either. So
No.
Luke, I sent it to a Fornum State of Mind. Is that the wrong one?
Frank.
And Bird Dog must have went poof because I haven't seen her. I sent her one too. I haven't seen Bird Dog in like forever and a week.
Oh shit. She probably got cryptoed.
Yeah, it's wow, I can't believe he just bought that gun. That's funny. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Oh, what show was it? Was it the Pawn Show? Pawn, P-A-W-N, Pawn. Every time I say Pawn, it comes out Pawn. I think it was. I think it was that Pawn Show out of friggin' Vegas.
Right.
Somebody brought in an 863, and it was ancient. And he got all, they only got all excited and everything like that. But I guess what wound up happening was somebody mixed and matched shit. He mixed and matched the stock, and because the numbers didn't correspond. You're trying, okay, cool. All right, Bird Dog. Do you want me to? Oh, you don't do FB. Bird Dog. Do you want me to try? Want me to try to send it to Twitter? I said pawn and it sounded like pond. I'm sorry.
Same difference. Porn leads to pawn. I've had a gun in there a few times.
And I sent an invite out to NH Trapper per usual, but I think he might be working tonight because I actually wanted him to tease me a little bit with his Ruger. Stevie, you know the exact model and everything he's got on that revolver.
Who, NH?
Yeah, what is the T? I would probably know what people say.
We don't want him in here with his fancy ass last of the line. Nobody else can get it. Ruger. I can't remember the model. I erased it from my memory on purpose.
You're not helping me here.
Well, I know what it's not.
Was it like a single action army type gun, Ruger?
No, it's not the Vaquero. It's not this one. It's not. I can't remember it.
I thought you would know this.
Ruger quit making it, and he got like the last one off the line or something like that.
Well, that's what happens when you work on that line.
Yeah, it's one of the Rugers that kind of look like a Smith & Wesson.
What the hell's the name of that gun? Let me see if he's probably. I don't want to text him. If he's at work or something, I'll feel like an idiot.
Like Security 6 or something like that.
It's a beautiful friggin'.
Was it the Security?
The Security 6 was what they had before they come out with a GP100. As far as like a 357, 38 kind of gun. Just double action, normal.
It could be that one.
Yeah. I think they stopped making it in the 80s or 90s, maybe. I'm not sure.
But he still has. That's where I'm actually going to buy my my 17 and my HMR. So we'll see.
You say,
if I don't get it from him, I'm gonna get the Savage with the thumb hole. What people laugh at? Some people do, but G Trapper won't because he owns one. Like when I was looking for my muzzleloader, I was actually looking for a thumb hole, and for my price range, I took what you know what I mean. I took what I could afford. So
right. Bird Dog just put her email in there.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm doing that as we speak.
Nice.
But so is it a like my buddy's like, oh, I can't believe you want the thumb hole. I'm like, I don't know, it just fits nice. It just I don't know what it is. It just
It's your money. It's your preference. If they
Yeah.
didn't make it, if people didn't want it, they wouldn't make it. They'd buy whatever the hell you want.
Right.
If you want a high 0.9 millimeter, I'm not going to down you for it. I don't give a damn. Buy whatever
Right.
you want.
Got one. Love it.
There you go. I don't care.
Carbine, not the pistol.
Okay. Yeah.
I really wanted to try the pistol out because all the torture tests and shit. I put that thing in my hand. It's like I can't even hang on to it. It was so huge. But I love that carbine, man. That thing's a tack driver. And I'll tell you something else about that company. I screwed up and made some bad reloads for it. I made them under pressure because I was thinking backwards that the carbine would create more pressure with the longer barrel. Well, I ended up blowing up the barrel. And I called them and confessed that it was my fault. I did it. Send me a barrel. I'll pay for it and have it put on, whatever. They said, throw the gun in the mail. We'll take care of it. They sent me a brand new gun free of charge.
Scentbird, Doug. Some of those stocks feel nice. Yeah, me too, Stumpo.
Yeah, some people love them. Some people hate them.
Some people are so right. It's like I know people that. Who was it that somebody commented to me? Was it a guy from work? Might have been. Even just with the pellet gun, and I got my girls, shooting the pellet gun and all that, and he's like, Mike, there's a scope on that pellet gun. I'm like, yep. He goes, you got to be teaching the kids through eye and sights first, and then bring them into the. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I said, I wanted to get them just to, see if they like it, and that's why the targets I was using, and now I got from work I can get the aluminum. I get aluminum blanks at work, and just so they can hear it pinging. You know what I mean? I didn't want
The
to.
bottom line is they need to have fun doing it.
Exactly.
Right.
And
if it's a red dot scope laser, I don't give a damn. I just want them to have fun doing it. You can teach fundamentals later if you need to, other than safety. You need them wanting to pull the trigger. Hey, let's go shooting. And if a scope makes it more fun for them, fine. Use a scope. I don't care. That's the bottom line. You want them interested. You want them doing it. And if they're better with a scope, so be it. Later on, you can get into iron sights and stuff,
Yeah, and I mean, and that's why like you just said, making it fun, and that's why, instead of taking a friggin' can, and because I set them up on a table with it the whole nine, and to make sure that it's in the Pelicans I got pretty locked down, piss accurate, but with them I didn't want them shooting out of can, so you know what I mean. So I said and so like I said, I got some shit from work, and
right.
And they love, Daddy, I hit it, and that's all I wanted. I wanted them to be excited. I wanted them to have fun.
Right.
I want them to enjoy it. I didn't want them getting depressed. Oh, I didn't hit the stupid you know what I mean? I just want them
I'll tell you another great target is a plastic milk jug full of water. So when they shoot it, they can watch it squirt out,
Right. Yeah.
It's no different than fishing. You don't want to take a kid like bass fishing with rubber worms and it's technique. You got to wiggle it here. You got to wait. You got to wiggle it. No, you go get some crickets or worms and you go find some damn bluegills.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't take them bass fishing or trout fish, or unless it's just ate up with them.
Best fight for a little kid in the world is a bluegill, I think, Tia.
Yeah. You know what? I fish for still. If I'm almost 50, I still fish for bluegill because you know what? I have fun and they taste very good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. They hit that thing and Daddy, my bob is at the bottom. Well, you better reel it in and get it back. That's a lot of money. And they're like laughing at me, But like my youngest daughter loves to fish. My oldest daughter, she will, but I think she does it just to keep a smile on my face. But my son doesn't fish, but he'll go watch me fish. But my youngest, she loves it.
You did good when kids after you to take them.
Yeah. And she's like, do I eat this one or do I let it go? I says, well, what do you want to do with it? Do you want to eat it or do you want to let it go? And she said, I want to let him go. I said, well, we'll let him go. So, I take it off and she said, well, I want to do it. I said, okay, but listen, you got to grab him like this, put your hand like that. I said, because if you don't, you see on his back like that, you see how it's going down? She says, yep. I says, okay, if that's up and you put your hand down like that, that's going to hurt like hell.
Yeah, been there, done that.
And but she did it, So I was proud of her.
My grandpa taught me how to fish for bluegills with a fly rod, and he never used flies or poppers or anything. He used to use a hook and a worm, and actually could keep that worm on that hook and whip that fly rod around, and it was a ball. But it took some learning to learn how to cast that fly rod without whipping that worm off.
That's an art to me. That's just an art. Fly fishing. I tried it twice.
I got addicted to it by catching bluegills because, man, you get a half-pound bluegill on the end of a fly rod. Holy shit, it feels like a damn whale.
So say like catching jaws or something, right?
Right.
Yeah, me too, Stump. I tried it twice, and I'm doing what everybody's telling me. Well, apparently I wasn't, but they said I was. But I had more line, and I wasn't in a river doing it either. I was on and on the shoreline, but I had line everywhere. I'm stepping on it and I'm like, "Duh!"
Best way to learn to fly fish is just go out in the nice grass out in your front yard or backyard in the grass and just, whip it around, throw a milk jug out there, try to hit the milk jug.
Yeah, one of the first time when I started, I did a little fly fishing and I was just fishing for bluegills and stuff like that too. But I wanted to master it, and I was out in my yard, trying to get the rhythm down and all that. I'm in my yard. There's no tree. Well, there's trees, but I mean, where I was casting nothing, and I hit something. Bam! I'm like, what the hell is that? Because it was in the evening. I hit a fucking bat. The bat was going for that damn little fly I had on there.
That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Never thought of that.
I didn't hook him or anything. It's just I hit him with a rod, actually. He was diving for it, He just seen something fly, going back and forth and hit a bat. It was like, wow, okay. I didn't know it at first. I had to look around and I seen a bat flying. I was like, oh, damn, I hit the bat.
That'd piss him off.
All right, Mike, I'm going to jump off here. I work today. I got to work tomorrow. I was just cruising around on the YouTube and seeing you as though live, and I thought I'd jump in. Well, I actually was just going to comment, but you said, hey, here's the link. So I jumped in.
Well, you always have You always have an open invite, so
I know, man. I appreciate it.
It was awesome to see you. Awesome to have you here, and as usual.
Well, you guys take it easy.
Enjoy it.
Easy. Nice to meet you, Steve, in
Nice
person.
to talk with you.
Hey,
Tamar.
have fun with that rifle, huh?
Oh, I am. Like I said, one of the other videos, that if this son of a bitch could talk, it'd have molestation charges against me by now. All right, guys, y'all take it easy. Have a good one.
All right,
Ciao,
brother.
enjoy.
Good seeing you. All right, how do I make this thing blue?
Make what blue?
The address line, the address bar. All of a sudden, it won't let me hit it. All of a sudden, it won't go blue, so I can. Fucker.
It works on this side.
Yeah, but how'd you do it? You left click, right click, what?
Left click and just drag that little bar along it. You got to get just in the right spot, though. It'll go from an arrow to a bar.
It's already a bar. Fucker. Yeah, but usually, no, there it is. See, I just have to tap my keyboard and it works. I mean, my pad and it works.
Oh, got you.
Copy. That was good having TR on. I haven't seen TR in like I said, forever and a week, and it was good. That looks like a beauty of a beauty of a
yeah, it does.
gun.
That'd be a tough decision for me. $1,000 for that, or $1,000 for some kind of military rifle. Because I'm kind of into the World War II kind of stuff right now.
See, I like the style. What do you call it? You know, like back in the cowboy days.
Right.
I like nostalgia. I don't know why. I just always have.
Well, I have one Winchester lever action, which I really like. Yeah. A little 30-30.
Nice. See, I don't have any. I don't have any lever actions. Even the ones
I got that. I got that in the early '80s. I think when Winchester sold the company and the employees actually bought it.
Yep.
So it was still an American company. Is when I got that 30-30, and shortly after that, it went to Japan or wherever.
All right, Bird Dog. I sent it again, just to make sure that I didn't do it wrong. Bat fishing, and that's an art. It says. Who did I miss? Have I missed anybody? Uncle Kyle, how the hell are you? I hope you enjoy the chat. I hope things are well.
Right on.
I was talking to Uncle Kyle on the Crazy People chat, and I guess one of his aides was sick, and I said to him, I says, Jesus, I says, you would think they would send you a friggin' redhead, legs to heaven and boobs out to here. He started laughing. He goes, yeah, it don't work like that.
Yeah, I don't think you get to pick and choose.
Yeah, it's not like a, you know.
And he was talking months and months ago about not wanting a female aide. Remember that? He was worried about getting wood or something in front of her. Like, buddy, man, that won't happen. You're lucky if you do, but it probably won't. I was worried about that when I went into the doctor to get my snippy back in the day. I was worried about the nurse grabbing my junk, and I'll tell you what, once I got in that room, that was the furthest thing from my mind.
Yeah, Stump said first time
There he is.
He said he hooked himself the first time he did it. Oh, Frankie says, my first prickle was a learning nightmare. Amen to that. I learned, I don't know about you, Frankie, right? But I learned now, you know, that, all right, let me preface this by saying I'm no fucking master fisherman. I don't, okay. I just go to have fun and whatever. However, whether it's through the ice, which I haven't caught one yet through the ice, although I landed it, but then it came off. Anywho, or you know, if it's during the spring, summer, or whatever, I can tell now because the friggin' pickerel, the head shake, you know, and it's,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, right on, prepping. Flip it ahead. You know.
No, now he mentioned that bat fish, and I was thinking that might be kind of fun. Get a big old fly with no hook on it and just whip it up there and see if you can get him to grab it.
Yeah. Well, what I thought was pretty cool was that old show that they used to make all the guns, the guys at Diddler or whatever, and it's not on anymore. He was down in Louisiana.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
I first saw it on that show. His daughter went out on a date, and they went bow fishing.
Right.
I thought that was freaking cool.
Oh, it's fun. It's tough to learn, but once you learn it, it's a ball.
And it's funny because I looked in the New Hampshire book, and I didn't see anything about because I pretty much don't fish in Mass, but unless it's ice fishing. But I didn't see anything about bow fishing. A, whether it's legal if you can do it, or B, what the rules. You know, I mean, are there any? I don't know. I don't even know if there are rules. I'm just saying that I looked it up. I didn't see anything. No,
it's legal. It's legal in Michigan, but you can't bow fish for game fish. It has to be like carp or gar or suckers, I think.
Panfish or whatever.
Nope, no panfish.
You can't even do panfish?
Nope, that's considered a game fish here.
Oh, it is it? Okay.
Yeah. So it's rough fish only. That's what they call it.
Cool. Cool. See, I didn't know.
There she is.
Ladies and gentlemen, stop the presses. She made it.
Hello.
Hello, Bird Dog.
Hey, good friends.
How have you been?
Ta-da!
I'm good. Nice.
So good to see you.
Did I miss the scrotum talk?
You know what I did? I sent it wrong. The first time I sent it to your email, I put an A in there, I think.
Oh, it's nice to see you guys.
So we might get a surprise visitor from like Korea or something.
You're exactly right.
It went to somebody's email.
Yeah, I just screwed up.
How you been, Bird Dog?
Good, thanks. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Holy.
I hear fine. Everybody out there hear Bird Dog? Of course, I'm on a headset, so I can hear fine. So.
Look at all the electronics behind you.
Yes.
I know.
New hobby? New career?
Citrus, right. Citrus sucks, so might as well mine and farm something else, right?
Right.
No, I just doing a little bit of mining back there.
How's it going with that?
Good.
Thank
Are
you,
you,
kid.
are you talking actually digging into dirt mining or crypto stuff?
Yes, I am mining crypto stuff.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You know, you guys remember I had some ponies, right? A couple of horses.
I did.
So I've been on the goal to get them some little shelter,
Hmm.
and some of this is part of that. So it's working out.
That's awesome.
Other than that, yeah, trying to take advantage of, some entry level opportunities in a new market. Well, I'm sorry I missed TR. I know I was late. Sorry.
Yeah, I was trying. I felt like a jerk. I'm like, I'm
Oh,
trying.
no. It's all right. It's cool. It's
And
been
he
a long
said when he
time.
came on, he said, I'll come on for a few, And I was
Of
like,
course. It's good to see you, Tom. Hugs. Steve, of course.
Good.
Mikey.
It's good to see you again too, Shug. It's been a long time.
Yes. I miss you guys. Certainly had some life-changing events, and been working hard ever since. And of course, everybody has. So it's good to be back.
Yep,
I was
thank
enjoying
you.
the gun talk. Yeah, look forward to a little lever action myself. Got that on the program.
Right on.
yeah, that looked awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, TR has always had some of the, again, like you spoke of, cowboy influences. Always enjoyed the Vaquero and
Yep.
the old revolver style. He's always had some good speed action on him. But that is a goal that I have for my pony, Checkers. We've been working on that. We got a little delayed on the project, but for me to shoot off of her. And so we've gotten to the point now where I can fire with her. I haven't been on her and done it yet, but stay tuned.
That sounds like a good video. I think I would get a rope around me up in the tree in case she takes out from under you.
That's a good idea.
Some kind of harness.
At least we're going to be on some good, thick hayed ground,
Right.
Some winter grass,
I
right?
was
And a
fixing to say,
helmet.
I hope you got a soft spot to do it, Shug.
She really is very adapted though to guns, and even in fact, AR-15s. So we've been climatizing her, sensitizing her, desensitizing her.
Right.
So with that, it's really nothing. I don't think it'll be eventful, but looking forward to that this summer.
She
Nice
got her.
weather.
Does the horse got its own little set of headphones and $15,000 custom earplugs?
Probably. I've been watching a lot of John Wayne movies, and none of them had those.
There was one movie. It was a Western comedy. It had
Blazing Saddles.
Right.
well, no, it was the shakiest gun in the West. I think it was the dude that played Barney from the Andy Griffith Show. The hell's his name?
Sounds
Don
right.
Knotts.
Yeah,
Don.
he was in it, and he had on these like big furry sheep chaps and shit, trying to go rescue some woman that he was in love with that didn't know he was alive. And he crossed up with an old black dude that was like some famous gunslinger. And every time the old dude would go to shoot somebody, he had a little leather pouch around his neck, and he'd pull out these damn wads of cotton. He'd put it in his damn horse's ears. And I think he said the horse's name like Old Red, where was Old Red don't like the sound of gunfire.
Right.
And that's when you knew somebody was fixing to get shot in a movie. He'd pull up the horse's damn ears with cotton.
Right.
Hey Nathan, how you doing?
Right on. Damn good to see you, my friend. Been watching a lot of his videos lately.
Right.
When I was I don't know, it was probably in my early 20s or whatever it was. My cousin had a girlfriend that had a horse. And anyways, I came over one time from the stables and whatever, and obviously it's summertime, so she's got a pair of shorts on, and she had a bruise on the top of her thigh that went from the top of her thigh, from her short line, okay, to the top of her freaking kneecap. Ooh. And I went, "What the hell happened to you?" And she goes, "Do you have a trailer or a horse?" And I went, "No." And she said, "Sometimes they don't like to go in." And I went, "This is why I bet on them. I can't get hurt, And I'm like, damn. And then probably in my late 20s, very early 30s, I went horseback riding for the first time in my entire life. And what do you call it? My girlfriend at the time, she got the one I wanted because she got the what was it? It was painted. What do you call it?
Appaloosa.
Yes, thank you. And it looked like an Indian horse, like from the cowboy and Indian shows when you were a kid. Brown and white spot. It was a beautiful, beautiful animal. Beautiful horse. Chipmunks didn't bother it, nothing, right? They put me on this thing, looked like a Clydesdale. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. It wasn't a Clydesdale, but it was the next step down. The thing was, I was like, "That's a horse."
Like a Morgan?
A hoss.
Yeah. I was like, "You kidding me?" And I'm like,
I missed you guys.
Really? And she's like, she says to me, she goes, "Now listen, this one really doesn't like chipmunks all that much, so you got to pay attention." And I said, "Okay, I got to pay attention, but you stop there. Like, tell me what the hell is going to happen." And she goes, "No, he should be all right, but don't, I'm just letting you know." I said, "Okay." Mikey D is not a horseman. No. Okay. Mikey D doesn't go on horses no more.
Were you a crumpled pile on the ground?
Oh, it's my back, and then churn and shit. It wasn't even a chipmunk.
Didn't get thrown.
No, it was just like a little squirrel. But he came up, but he didn't go like, up like friggin' Silver did. He just, kind of went up, just like maybe, 2 foot off the ground or so. And he like panted, like not panted, he like tapped the ground or whatever, so to speak. I don't know. And that was enough for me. I'm like, that's all I would have needed. Come off this thing and have this freaking fat son of a bitch land on me. It's all over.
That's okay. I'll walk back.
But it was fun though. I'd never been on a horse then. Well, since I was like 10 or something. But you know what I mean. As an adult, I'd never been on a horse, and it was pretty cool. I liked it.
Right.
They are animals. It's not the iron horse, and they are unpredictable.
Yep.
No doubt. We are ranchers, and we tried to teach my nephew horsemanship. And, again, you got to look alive, be alive, pay attention. Yeah. Anything can happen. And he did. He found himself in a crumpled little pile on the ground. It's not funny. I'm sorry. I can't help it, but I laugh at things like this, And so, it's just anything but a spook in the wind, or it could be a smell of boar or pig, anything like this, that your little animal just jumps and takes about 2 steps to the left in a heartbeat, and next thing you know, you're just dangling in the air, still there to the right, and you're a crumpled pile on the ground. So, you try to be positive with kids, of course, and not have them hate the hobby, but you tell them how good they did, and you look great, you're fine. Get back up on that horse.
Hey Nathan, how are you? Good to see you. GI Customs, my friend Georgie, how are you?
Brother George says he was on a horse one time, only had one smooth gait, and that was a flat out run. They get a full canter like that. My God.
Yeah.
See, and that was my fear, you know, because apparently I probably watched too many cartoons, you know, and so when you're watching the cartoons and the guy's got the reins and you know the cartoon and all of a sudden his like legs are out here and he's like this. I just had visions of just, or it'd be like Blazing Saddles and be being dragged or whatever. It was just everything bad was coming through my brain. You know?
Well, it's weird sitting on an animal that big. You can feel every muscle move underneath you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if this thing really wanted to.
Oh yeah, man, a horse could put a beating on you that's just unreal. You know.
And there are horses out there that are just straight up assholes. I mean, they'll look you right square in the eyeball and just stand on your foot.
Yep.
They know exactly what they're doing.
They are beautiful animals, though.
Yeah, they are. I appreciate them, but I'm not a horse guy.
No.
I grew up riding POAs and stuff, but I never trusted them.
It was weird. I was watching what's the Alaska show, and they have the homestead, and I don't call it a homestead because the guy has a friggin'
Alaska
barge.
homestead. Just
Yeah.
joking.
The guy has a friggin' barge and everything else. I'm like, no, sorry.
Yeah.
But
Do you mean the Gold Rush?
no, the Kilcher, Jules' father, Jules the singer, her dad, and her and uncle and all them. What is the name of that freaking show?
That's
Last Frontier.
Jules' family?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Again, I apologize. I didn't know that. Wow, she's such a terrific singer. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's
Go ahead.
The dad is that guy goes out on the range and takes care of the cattle for him.
Yes, that's Jules' father.
Yeah.
It's called Alaska.
And
Yep. It's the Alaskan Last Frontier. And Lee Ralph, how the hell are you? Anyways, they have wild horses out there. And I don't know why. It was something about the colt, and they were saying, you know, if they don't, like, they won't accept it or something like that, they might screw with it. But they did, so I thought that was kind of cool. But you know, you hear the cool. Of course, you hear the old Stone song, "Wild Horses" or what have you. But you got to remember, I'm from the Northeast. We don't have wild horses.
yes, you do.
I do.
Chincoteague, and all the islands off the coast. Sure.
I never heard of a wild horse up in this area.
Oh yeah.
From like
lots of islands, Mikey, just for the sake of it, you know, there's a lot of horses that are indigenous that originated back from the Mount Plymouth and Plymouth Rock, Jamestown days. Yes, they were brought over by the Spanish and left here, and they still inhabit the islands that are the outer islands from Carolinas, Georgias, South Carolina, all the way up into what is now, of course, Maryland, which is, you know, if I was going to be a horse, I'd live up there. But I've been to south part of Boston and the islands.
Oh, I never knew that. That's awesome.
They're cute.
You might not have a lot of horses, but you got a lot of jackasses. I'm sorry, this isn't North Carolina. South Carolina, North Carolina. It's the same thing. It don't matter.
Is that
fuck no, it ain't.
Is that the horses out on the islands? I hear about the worst thing that happens. They ingest a lot of sand from eating the grass and stuff.
Yeah, they can colic. But you know, again, what is it? Mother Nature and law of survival, Darwinism, blah blah. I try to stay away from sugar, but I can't help it.
There was a guy up here in New Hampshire. He lost his barn, get hit by lightning or whatever, and the horses actually woke him up, and they got out and went out back, like you know, he was opening the door and letting them out back where he goes, and you know, he lost the bond, but he lose the house and he lose any animals. So
That's cool.
He called it a plus. You know,
Cool.
Big roof. You know, down here the last 2 years, Florida has been ravaged with hurricanes, and
oh
for the
yeah,
animals, you know, the horses. What you do when you have that shit go down, you paint your numbers. You paint your phone number on your horses and whatever ID you need. You know, but it's interesting, and the toll that it took on all the animals. Certainly, whether it's deer, birds, bluebirds, you know, you name it, everything really has had a
right.
tough time the last couple of years, humans.
Of course.
And it's fun to see again. Everybody's finally starting to catch their breath, relax a little bit around here.
And of course, you guys down in the south are probably wishing it was the hogs that got rid of the most, right? Out of all the animals.
Oh yeah.
There's,
Where
you
they-
know, it's all relative, honestly.
I've been watching I was watching these. I'm watching these shows, Bird Dog, and it's showing how they are just ruining people's property like there's no tomorrow. And I'm like, how do they just not like hire somebody just to, with a friggin' AR or something, just sit there all day. Just that's their job. Eradicate them. I feel so bad. I mean, the ranches, there was one, he was in, where the hell was he in? He was in FLA. And
It is big money.
acreage of land they destroyed. And I felt so bad for the guy. I was like, wow. You know?
That's the one sport that's open year round.
Is it
So,
really?
like right now, you know, this weekend's Daytona, right? Speaking of NASCAR,
That's right, it is, isn't
which,
it?
you know, of course, NASCAR's changed so much. You know, I really don't care too much about it, except for what we're talking about. There's still a tremendous influx of tourism that comes into our area, and so there's a lot of hog hunting that goes down, and so that's a good thing, you know.
It'll help. Hopefully it'll help. You know.
Yeah, the guys pay big bucks to go out, and you know, again at this time of the year, there's a lot of big hogs. Not Hogzilla, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, those tech.
That
Seen
was
one of those on
crazy.
Facebook, in my Facebook
Oh my
feed.
god.
I'm like, there's no way a hog weighed 950. First of all, I said, so stop superimposing the friggin' thing, lying.
They're crazy. I'm telling you, there's some big ass hogs out there, bro.
There are, but
Yeah.
and what was it? What was the one on YouTube? Was it a Russian one? A Russian boar? Is that what they're called? Russian. What the hell was it called? Yeah, I think it was a Russian boar. And some guy in friggin' England, Wales, whatever, shot the friggin' thing with the, and I was like, holy
I think
shit!
it's like in Austria or somewhere.
Look at this. Yeah, man, it might have been. Look at the size. I mean, just go get a crane because you ain't picking that. So you ain't dragging that son bitch out.
But there was one in Georgia. You know, that was our local Hogzilla. But then we had a big hog killed in Florida this year. I don't know what he weighed, but he was, you know, a great big beast. And they
Yeah.
got hair back, you know.
Yeah, that one y'all had somebody killed out there. That thing was upwards of like 500-600 pounds, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or a little bigger actually.
exactly.
Remember hearing about that one. It was a right nice hog.
Lee Ralph says, I can't believe how fast they run.
Oh, they're fast, man. And when they want to be, they can be quiet as a flipping mouse.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, that thing will walk up behind you and you'll never know it's there. So he decides to take his tusk and ram you in the nutsack with it.
We have, I guess, a couple of years ago, there was a report that New Hampshire, up in some part of New Hampshire, there's about, well, this was last year before that, and I think they counted something like 250 or so. But it was from a pig farmer. I don't know, they got out, what have you. So, but New Hampshire doesn't have like a season for them. you know. But I guess if you get some
I
special,
think it's a federally program that's year round.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
I believe so, Mikey, just because they're so invasive.
I'll have to look it up because I know they said that they're up there and they're
They're-
damaging shit up there too. So
Yeah, they're
No.
terribly invasive.
I know here. Now, granted, these were tame hogs. Carolina Pride, that slaughterhouse is actually here in Greenwood, and they had a truck wreck. I don't know, a couple, 3 years ago, maybe 4 now. Well, you know, they had all the firefighters and EMTs and cops. Everybody's out there gathering up what hogs lived through it. Well, they actually done a head count. They hired people to come hunt the ones that lived through the wreck and escaped. And I think there was like 2 that never got accounted for. And the
Male,
federal
female.
government, well, that part I don't know. They're just going by, you know, tag numbers or cuts on the ear or whatever, how they do it now. But the federal government charged them several $1 million a piece for those 2 hogs to escape.
Holy crap.
They are such a nuisance animal. It's, yeah. I mean, the packing plant, that's what we call it. They actually had a bounty out on those 2 hogs. You know, you didn't have to bring the whole hog. You just had to bring the ear with the tag in it to prove you killed it. And they'd give you, I think they put like a $20,000 bounty on each one of them.
Damn, that's a good price. I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
wow. No, you must have seen that hog show when they're trapping them. The girl and the boy and their father, and then they hired some guy and he shot one. They were pissed off at him. I'm like, why are you pissed off? She shot him. But apparently, I guess they're worth more alive.
I have no idea. I don't catch a whole lot of TV anymore, Mike.
It was Texas, down in Texas somewhere.
Now she must have had a buyer lined up or something.
It's possible.
Yeah, we my family does catch them and then hold them for a hunt later, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So that may have been the case.
Now, we can do that here legally, but you cannot transport it off of the property where it was trapped, caged, whatever you want, however you done it.
Right.
That's cool. I want to go hog hunting.
Oh, it's a riot, Mike. You talking about adrenaline rush. Woo!
Every time my kid brother goes down, because my kid brother goes down south to teach because he's a firearms instructor, and so when there's a new class comes in of officers, the government sends him down there, and where the hell does he stay? I forget. But anyway, the guy that he usually sees when he goes down there always says, "Down here, bring a gun, we'll go hog hunting."
Yeah. George.
Well, there's certainly a lot of people that do, you know. I mean, again, you can do helicopter hunts if you're in Texas because it's, you know, so it's just a great big pasture.
Right.
Texas,
Right.
There's so much square footage that you need covered. But Florida is more swampy, of course, and so you got to get down on the ground, and which is exciting. We love dog hunting, and
Right.
that's a thrill. So that's what that is. You know, it's fun to get down on the ground, but it's different than the other.
And go ahead, Stone.
That's like George put in there, you know, hog hunt with just a pig sticker. There's folks here again, like Bird Dog was talking about Texas. I think they actually do that. They'll run a small pack of dogs, 3, 4, 5 dogs, and the dogs will actually, you know, just like when people used to do the fox hunts. Excuse me, the meds are whipping my ass. They'll run them down, get a hold of him, hold him still, and then some good old boy will just walk up with a legit pig sticker, a big old knife, and just plow it right in his chest and try like hell to get out of the way before he gets damn hit with a tusk.
Right.
That's the only way I know to hog hunt.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Suge. If you hog hunt that way, you got better balls than I do. I ain't trying to get that close to that sucker. I'd rather shoot it.
Yeah,
But the dogs have it bait up, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be my
It is
luck.
very
That one
thrilling.
dog, yeah, that one dog would be like, remember when you called me an asshole for sitting in your chair the other day? Watch this shit. That'd be my luck, you know?
Let go of that ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on. When it's on, it's on.
Yeah, and that must be something using the dogs too. That must be just a.
Oh, it's a riot.
It is exciting.
I just find it fascinating to that you can actually hog hunt. I just, whether it's with dog or whether you shoot it or whatever. I don't know. I just find it absolutely fascinating. I don't even know why.
Well, when you spend enough time and money cultivating your crops, you know,
Oh, absolutely.
it is definitely an adversarial thing.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
I mean,
not.
you're
It's not real hard.
livelihood. You know, that's what I mean. That person. You kidding me?
Yeah, there's actually farms around here. The soybeans and the corn. The farmers actually pay people to sit in stands, you know, the entire season while shit's growing, and just drop hogs left and right. And they pay them like 15, $20 an hour to go out there and kill hogs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's such a nuisance animal here that you're not required to have a license to kill a hog.
Really?
Yeah. The only regulation is you cannot shoot it from inside of a vehicle on a paved highway.
Right.
And the law literally says a paved highway. If you're on a dirt road, you can just hang the rifle out the
Different
damn
deal,
window.
right on.
Yeah.
I asked my brother where when he goes to Arkansas, and he says that they're just. I'm like, wow, it's just something. I just find it.
You
So I
know,
guess
Mikey,
I don't-
you would be stoked if you could see what the little outfits that the dogs wear, right? They've got Kevlar vests, and you know, they are such you know, just very well protected from their legs. They have little Kevlar paws and stuff that the nails still come through the paw pads. So they, of course, got all their you know, traction, or of course, whether it's protection too in their claws and dew claws. But you've got the ability then still for the chest, which is Kevlar. You know, it's just like one shy of a bulletproof vest. And the backside too, for their whole neck purposes of the jugular and all, you know, it's all suited up too. You know, it's pretty interesting.
Because I was going to ask, I did see it on TV one time that we was in dogs, and I saw like the vest, the orange. Yeah, these were orange vests on them.
Yeah.
So
crazy expensive too.
Well, that's what I want to do. I want to play a PETA person for a half a second, right? And I'm like, all right, you guys, this is a joke. You guys that don't know me, okay? The dogs don't get hurt though, right?
Not bad.
No, they really don't. Especially because when you have the pack going down,
right? You got like 3 or 4 of them freaking going
you know,
down.
nobody wants to be the victim of a gang beating.
Right. It does.
But
Yeah.
you know,
And they
it is what it is. And
are they trained to go for their ear?
What?
Do they train them to go for the pig's ear? Or is that just a natural thing?
No, not really. I mean, it's just a free for all, I would say.
Because every show that I watched, the dog was on his ear. I'm like, did they train this dog to do this?
Well, no, that's just kind of a common sense thing for the dog. It's an appendage that's easy to get to, you know?
I would agree.
It don't take long to learn. Well, if I bite one of these legs, I still get hit with this big old tooth. Well, if I grab that son of a bitch's ear, he can't swing that head around. Yeah, the dog's nowhere near as stupid as people think they are.
Hey, Fuzz, what's up? Sorry to hear that your creek overflowed.
You know, it's fun to see the Westminster Kennel Club just recently. I always enjoy watching the dog shows. Currently, I do not have a dog. And so I'm considering a new couple breeds maybe. And so it was fun with an open mind to watch the recent dog show this last week. And with hunting in mind, you know, there's of course the foxhounds. I've always been a foxhound lover and love the herding dogs, the working dogs, but I've always been a bird dog owner as
Right.
bird dog. Enjoy upland hunting. So, you know, it's kind of fun to see again with the pits and the we've got a lot of wolf actually in our area now, whether it's coyote or even wolf. Some of the wolf hounds, you know, the great big
Yep.
the mastiffs. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Those English
So,
Mastiffs are
I
beautiful.
don't know. I'm open minded. We'll see what we get.
Beautiful animals, English Mastiffs.
George is talking about old Ridgebacks. Man, we used to coon hunt the shit out of them things.
You know,
Ridgebacks,
there's
Camel Black,
yeah,
and Tans.
beautiful,
Mighty.
and both of those were outstanding at the show this year, Stump.
Oh yeah.
The black and tan coonhound, he was just awesome, which is kind of comical. The old bird dog that I used to have, we would laugh and say he must have had some coon in him because he had pretty big
Yup.
long ears, you know, like the scent hounds and what have you. But he was a German short hair.
Oh,
GI says they make good bear dogs also.
yeah, that's
The
the
Ridgebacks
Mastiffs.
or the Mastiff. I think they
I'm
both are.
guessing. Yeah, I'm thinking he might
We
be
don't
talking
know
about the Mastiff though. There's a breeder over in Tennessee.
I agree.
He's got this big old Mastiff that he uses kind of like his main breed stock. And this particular pooch made the newspaper here a few years back. The dog's name is Bodie. Well, Bodie and his owner went for a walk that morning, and in the hills of Tennessee, old Black Bear decided to walk out and see what the hell they was doing. And you know, if you know anything about mastiffs, they are very well. I'm not sure the word. They kind of pick a small group of people, and those belong to them. It's not, you know, I love you. It's
Very,
you're my property.
very pack
Yes.
oriented.
Yeah. Well, to shorten this thing up before I start sounding like Mike, Bodie the dog survived. The black bear lost the fight and its life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you don't ever want to sound like me, but I know you want to look like me because I look younger and I'm more handsome. Isn't that right, Bird Dog?
Yes, Mikey.
See? Haha.
Well, we'll see, Mikey. Our mouths are starting to match. So I mean, I'm working on it.
Me too. Me too. I went today. $4,000.
Yeah.
$4,000. And I said to I called my wife and I went, you want me to pay for it now? Or she goes, if you put $4,000 in that credit card, I'll kick your ass.
Right.
And so it's funny not to get on this, but just because we're talking about it now. They actually have like a dental credit card.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like so the bill's $4,000, and if my credit's good enough to whatever, they'll poof, you should give me the credit for it. And if it's not, if they say, yeah, he's good for $2,500, well then all I have to do is come up with friggin' $1,500.
Right.
So it's gonna happen. Anywho, all right, enough of that bullshit.
Plan your work, plan your work, and work your plan.
So like I said earlier, with the 60s hitting, 50s were hitting a couple of days in a row here today, this week. The 60s are coming. Of course, the snow's coming Saturday night into Sunday. My ice fishing days in this general vicinity are over. I have to go way the fuck up in Maine to get, you know, to get any decent ice. So now I'm just gonna wait till the spring and go for brookies.
Right. Our ice still looks good so far.
And I've already had my Canadian blast, so I'm not going to get any friggin' days of fucking 0 or 5, you know.
How do you know that? You don't know that? Are you kidding me?
Because we never get that. We never get that in late February. You know what I mean?
Knock on wood. It's crazy weather, dude.
It's horrible weather.
I know it's 80 degrees. It's freaking February 17th.
It's horrible.
Awful.
Baby doll, if you could acknowledge George out there before he blows a gasket.
I'm so sorry.
She doesn't.
I
Oh,
do
she's
love
not ignoring
George.
you. She said, "Screw GI. Don't want to talk to him." Something along those
No,
lines.
no.
Ah.
I thought we weren't supposed to repeat what was in the internal.
I'm not. That's the external.
I'm sorry, guys. Was there a question?
Yeah, Georgie.
It's all good,
asked you.
Chuck.
Georgie asked you about.
Hey, friends. I'm sorry.
About the
Yeah,
bit.
definitely, it's nice to see everyone.
George was asking about the Bitcoin.
Nice, yes. You know, the Bitcoin is on a retracement pattern at this moment. The Fibonacci retracement looks like we may go into the 9 to 8,000 retracement level, possibly. In fact, I personally would like to maybe 7,000 level, and then we'll be ready to take off for what is going to be the C to D pattern, where we'll reach probably all-time highs of I'm going to go with 25 to 30,000 because there are no breakthrough platforms after we break the 20,000 level. In fact, 10,000 is our current barrier, but you know, looking forward to that.
Now, I heard something on the news the other day with the Bitcoin.
Yes.
That I wasn't aware of. Stump, are you blowing your nose? You huffing? I'm sorry.
He's probably laughing.
You can't buy. They have these Bitcoin machines or what have you, but you can't use. Did I read it probably or hear it properly? That you can't use credit card for those?
Now, that is probably a poor choice if you would want to pay interest for a loan of money to gamble with. Definitely. We're going to give that one a thumbs down. Yes.
Thumbs down.
That would be a losing proposition. So we would want to take any little bit of money that we had squirreled, maybe just a little bit of money that was our, you know, dog money. We're just going to say it.
Right.
Yeah. Going to the track or something.
Well, that's right. I was going to say, yeah, my old track money. I miss those days.
Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. That's what you would choose to gamble with.
Okay.
Not the bread money.
All right, Stumper. Feel better.
It's great to see you, Stump. Hi, bud.
Take care, man.
You were on mute, buddy. You muted yourself, remember? Because when you were
hacking.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, yes, Miss Bird Dog, it is an absolute pleasure to see you again. Brother Mike, thanks for the invite. Sorry it took me so long to wrap my head around the entire situation. And Steve, you know, you'll always be my favorite crackhead. I'll see you tomorrow night, brother.
Right on, man.
Tell your family hi, Steve. Stump. Good night.
Night, Chuck.
Try to sleep in though, like 4 or 5.
right. GI wants to know, is it because it's so unstable?
You know, there is volatility to the one cryptocurrency that is Bitcoin. And if you compare it to some of the alternate coins, altcoins, they do tend to peg themselves to Bitcoin. So you might find a bit of a correlation that is linked. It's not something that I recommend. You know, it's not financial advice right here for anybody, please. It's disclaiming from Mike's chat. But what I do suggest is for you to just start looking and observing, looking at patterns. I do know that when you hear things in the news and on YouTube, there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of fear and FUD that's put out there purposely by different institutions and different people that have, you know, backings and motives. So don't always read and listen to the same sources, open your mind, try to find some other people that might have a different opinion than maybe something you're used to. But you can make money in a market such as this. And you're just at the very beginning of what is going to be the future of money. You know, it's a very exciting time. I've had a good time with it. I've made a lot of money. And I would always encourage people to just, again, look before you leap.
Absolutely. I can't type as fast as I want to. Fuzz T asked me if did you get your tax refund yet? And you am I buying a new gun? I have not received my tax refund yet. Am I gonna buy a new gun? I would like to. If I can. Good night, GI. It's great seeing you. Thanks for coming. I would like to, but I have to get it by, you know, gotta get it by the boss. So.
Night, George.
And thankfully, if I do buy the Ruger, you know, NH gets to help me a little bit with that. So,
Right.
Can you not get a deal from our good buddy up at Ruger Central?
Yeah, that's what he's shooting for.
I just said an NH, and we're doing that and trying to pay for the mouth. You know,
Good.
You know, I mean, it'll probably wait until after everything's all
NH.
set, and then, you know.
Goodness, I have been very delinquent on what is a recall, I guess, on my little Ruger 22. It's the SR22 pistol.
Yep.
It was the red little competition model. I think, I know that Is Your Six Covered was waiting for a very long time to get the box that you receive with your RMA number back from Ruger. And I don't know if he ever got it yet or not. I just haven't really followed up with it, to be honest, but that was probably 3 months ago. Last time, maybe 4 months ago. I don't know. Time flies. But I still have not acted on mine, and I need to return it and get it fixed. I don't really know, other than maybe something with the slide. I don't even remember what the hell's wrong with it, to be honest with you at this point. It might have been needing a good polish on the slide or something. If it was a failure to feed or a failure to eject, I can't remember.
How did your personal weapon act?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, I do still love my Smith & Wesson MP9. Got that. That's what I carry daily still. A couple other things I like to, you know, have occasionally, but that's what I certainly have on me every day. But you know, the 22 again is a lot of fun. It is, and I've had a good time with what is now the Smith & Wesson, the competition, the 9. That's awesome. You can rock that hard with the, you got like 16 in my mag. Got a nice little RMA on the top. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
16 in the mag. Whew. It must be a lot of fun.
It
I've
is.
enjoyed the Olympics too, watching the biathlon, or I don't know what they call it these days. I think it's no, but anyway, they run around on the skis and they shoot prone or shoot standing. It used to be called biathlon.
Where they cross country ski and shoot.
Yes.
Yeah, biathlon.
That's a lot of fun.
That's fun. Stump was just talking about that last week.
I think if I was young, I would do something like that. That'd be fun.
I'm waiting for the bobsledding to hit, because we were talking about this last week too. I love the bobsledding in the Olympics.
Gosh, yeah, they had the luge the other night, and I don't know if it was whatever stage it is, but this one chick, man, she wrecked hard. I've never seen anybody really wreck before, but She really did plow
They're
hard into
flying.
that. Everybody's like, yeah, it's the
Uh,
number 15 turn. Number 15, number 15.
she must be purple and yellow. I don't care what anybody says. That has to bruise your body. They're not wearing protection, right? I mean, other than the helmet.
Barely.
But right, they're just wearing like a suit, like a. It looks almost like aerodynamic. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that shit. We were talking about this the other night, Bird Dog. That shit's just. They're flying down there. Did Lindsey Vaughn get a win tonight? I don't know, Ronnie. To be honest with you, I haven't.
That's interesting. What do you guys think about her? You know, she's kind of against the, well, I don't know. She says she's not for politics, right? And she was going to ski just for the country, not for the president or this or that. But right after she said that, she crashed and wrecked, and I'm pretty sure she blew out her knee again, and then took time out, got herself together, and I don't know. Hopefully she'll be okay. I mean, go America, obviously, but you know.
Right.
I think it's hard for them not to like. It's hard to keep politics out of the Olympics. I mean, Jesus Christ, how many countries you got doing it? I don't know. I think where I get mad at the media, right, is sometimes they bait these athletes too into, you know, it's just leave them alone. Just talk about how it was when you were a kid doing it and growing up and you dream of winning a gold or winning whatever. Just
Right.
making the team itself, making the final cut to be on the Olympic team. You know why? You know, I don't know. They just.
Well, you have to know better, you know, quite frankly, these days. I mean, we joke and say loaded for bear.
You do. You do.
But
you can't get it beat, right?
You're always oh Ohio.
Hi, what are you doing
Ohio.
Oh, great. I'm in the wrong box again.
Old school dog. What's up?
You're always in the wrong box. You make fun of me for being on the inside. Like you're still getting hot and bothered by watching the weightlifting league. No, I don't. I never even get into that. Wow, I just sent you one, kid.
Some of them girls are just plain scary.
No, you know what's scary? Did you ever see that show, Life Below Zero?
Yeah.
All right, Ohio, no problem, bro. All right, so Life Below Zero. I watch all those kind of shows. You guys know this. So they had this woman up here. They got this woman, right? She's all by herself, way the hell up in like the friggin' Soviet friggin'. I mean, she's in Alaska, but it's like Kavik, Kavik, or something to that effect. And she wants this airstrip, and she lives there. And at one time, she had long hair. Well, now she's got short hair. And let me tell you, she should be on the Russian powerlifting team. Not a good thing that she cut her hair.
Bummer. I really like that girl, that lady.
I was wondering which way that was going to go.
Yeah. Fuzz says Vaughn became a loser by spending time with Woods.
Right. Fuzz, what's up, dog? Deuces.
Gia wants to know because I don't know, Bird Dog. I don't know if you know that Ohio went back to his original. Well, not original, but he went back to law enforcement.
Right.
So Gia asks him, writing someone a speeding ticket for over one.
Good job, dog. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, Ohio. Very nice to hear.
Yeah. He popped on, what was it, a month or so ago, Ohio? We got him on the way home. We got him on his car. So that was cool. You know. I love watching Fuzz T-Foot. And you know who I'm talking about, Fuzz? I watch all those shows and I say, you know what? I can't do that because I got kids. You know. And
Yeah, I've been busy too. I'm sorry. I've got to catch up with everybody. Hope all is well for everybody out in the chat room tonight again. Hope 2018 is off to a good start.
yeah, and let's hope it continues to be a
Yes, winning.
yes. Hitting the lotto would be nice right about now. A couple $100 million.
I wouldn't know what to do.
I would. Well, somebody was telling me. I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody was explaining to me that you know how they offer the you either take it all in one lump sum or they offer the annuity.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I was told. So let's say the lotto's up to 200 million, right? And you opt for the lump sum. So before they even tax you, right? I was told they take the annuity money off the top.
Should I get my calculator out?
Yeah, well, yeah, because I don't even know how to do this. I guess they take the annuity money off the top, like what you would have, what they would have taken out in the annuity had you chosen the annuity, which I don't think is fair because you didn't take the annuity, so why are they taking that out? But that's just me. And not then, so they take that out, right? And then they tax you on what is ever left.
Some of us would call that double taxation.
Right.
And if you were to die before President Trump came in, they would have took third tax on you, death tax.
So if you figure it out, it's got to be upwards of 40%, right? So the taxes on that have got to be upwards of 80 million.
Let's see, hold on, right? Yes, that is correct, Mike.
Okay, cool. See that? Mike's pretty good at math so far, so good. So that leaves you with, well, this is not even counting what they take out for the annuity. So now you're down 120 minus the annuity.
Why bother,
So
right?
Out of that 200 million, you're probably only getting 100. And I know that sounds like, Mike, you're an idiot. You're still getting 100 million. But if you think about it, that's a ton of money, don't you think?
Right.
No, I'm just saying, that's just a ton of money. It's just that, yes, I could spend. I don't care what anybody says, I could spend it with no problem. Because I would get the lump sum. And, I've said this before. I wouldn't buy acreage of land. I would buy miles of land. There's a difference. Swamp Donkey made it to the house tonight.
Be fun, kind of fun to buy land on both sides of the highway and just put a fence across it.
Right. Good to see you, Swamp Donkey. HRM Weapons made it tonight, too.
Woo.
Good night, Nathan. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I haven't seen Nathan. That's awesome that Nathan came by tonight.
Right on.
More awesome that Bird Dog joined us.
Thank you so much for the invite, Mike. Of course. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see everybody.
Yeah.
And I, again, would love to say hi to Dish and Michelle if they're out there tonight. Don't know. I missed everybody earlier tonight, but
yeah,
TR again too. Lots of fun, good grief. Can you believe we started 2011? I mean,
yeah, something like that, right?
That's a long time ago.
Something like that.
Time flies when you have fun.
Sure is.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Stevie's new. Stevie, I just got a question for you before, because we're probably going to get out in a few minutes because we've been on since, well, you know. But Stevie,
Ruger, always buy Ruger.
Always buy Ruger. Okay.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Well, just in case you felt like you were being missed or anything like that, does this make you feel better?
You asshole.
I'm just, you know, I wasn't sure if, you know what I mean, Stevie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times, buddy. Good times.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm sorry, but Fuzz T Fork is giving me what they take. Let me see. Somebody just said, Ronnie Brown says FDIC is only good for $250K.
Yeah, true.
Help an idiot out. What does that mean? Ronnie? Well, Bird Dog one is. What is that? What does it mean that the FDIC is only good for $250K?
Oh, speaking of, you know, your bank
right
insurance with the FDIC, the Federal Depository Insurance Corporation, you are always assured if you have deposits in a bank in the United States of up to $250,000, it will be insured if it was the bank's fault that something happened. Now, if you yourself, you know, lose your money, well, you know, they're not covering that.
Oh, okay.
But if somebody hacks the bank or they rob the bank, if the bank is insolvent and they crash, they'll at least pay you $250,000 up to the amount of $250,000 in your bank.
That's why you leave most of it. That's why you buy the biggest friggin' gun safe you can and leave it your cash in your fucking house.
Well, it's a thought, you know, if you're purchasing Bitcoin, you should go through something like Coinbase because, again, it is a United States company that's going to be depository insurance. You know, you try to cover your ass, right? I mean, just see.
Yeah, Fuzzy, I would take the cash option. Have no problem with that. Ohio Wolverine thought he'd be funny tonight. Ohio Wolverine thought he'd be funny tonight and say, I tuned in a week or so ago and there wasn't a chat. Was that to recover from the Patriots' loss? Would you like to be banned from your own chat?
That'd be a first.
I will ban you from the chat that you named and you helped form. I will ban you from it if that come out your mouth again. And by the way, you want to get on me? Fuzz T Fork says Ruger forever. If you want to get on, listen. It's not my fault you live in Ohio and you don't have a team to root for. You have to go to the colleges to root for, you know, because the Cleveland Browns, need I say anything else other than that? Prepping to endure, don't even start. Don't even start prepping, I'm telling you.
It was a really good game, honestly.
It was an awesome game.
It was a terrific game.
Me off. Bill Belichick benches Butler. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He puts a kid in there that's never played a fucking playoff game, for Christ's sake. And third and 6, and we can't make an open field tackle. He makes the tackle.
Well, so what happened? What was the deal? What happened? Was he out late at night, or what was the deal?
There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we're not going to hear, but he showed up to practice late twice, and I guess his attitude hasn't been the best.
If you're working for Hoodie,
you do what Hoodie tells you to do.
Get it right. Get a ring.
Go Browns.
No, it was a great game, certainly, and
it was.
Congratulations to our Philly fans.
Well, we only have one here. I only allow one Philly fan here, and that's prepping to endure. So
that's nice.
Nobody else, you know, because Tommy Terrific didn't get his 6th, but you know, hey, what are you gonna do? He's got to let other people win. It's just, you know, he probably felt bad, you know. No, but it was a great game, though. I mean, up and down the field. It sure was.
We've had a couple of good, you know, probably 3-4 years now with some good Super Bowls. Thank goodness.
Yeah. know.
Foosball.
Yeah.
Fef. Nice.
All right, you guys. It is 12:46 a.m. on the Eastern Standard Time.
Holy smokes.
Thanks, guys. Everybody take care out there.
Fuzz Fork says if I win the lottery, getting some dancing girls and dogs going off to obedience school.
Why deprive the dogs?
Probably to hide his money, right? To guard his money.
Dogs love dancing girls.
You know. It was awesome. Everybody came in. It was awesome to see everybody. It was more awesome to see Bird Dog. It was awesome to have TR in here. It was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. Tomorrow night, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow night. Next Friday night, we'll see you back here around 10:30. Haven't decided what the time will be, but it'll be 10:30. All right. Peace out, everybody. Uncle Kyle, I hope you enjoyed the chat, and take care of yourself, Uncle Kyle. Good night, everybody.
Ciao.